So this is a one more problem related to maximum power transfer theorem. So just let us read the statement. Assuming both the voltage sources, that is nothing but this voltage source and this voltage source, this voltage source and this voltage source. Assuming both the voltage sources are in phase, that is nothing but the phase difference between these two are 0. The value of R, so this is the value of R. The value of R for which maximum power is transferred from circuit A to circuit B. So they have given one assumption that there is a 0 difference, phase difference between these 10 volts and 3 volts, and we have to find the value of R for which the maximum power is transferred from circuit A. So this part is they have given it is a circuit A, and this part they have given as a circuit B. Actually this is a one circuit, but they have considered this is a one section and this is one more section. The circuit A includes your 10 volts and 2 ohms, and the circuit B includes R ohms, J ohms, that is your capacitor, reactance, and your 3 volts. If you observe this, like it is, we have considered for maximum power transfer theorem, we have considered some 3 cases. So it is not related to either of the cases, because in 3 cases ZL is equal to RL plus JXL or ZL is equal to RL. We have considered the 3 cases that ZL is equal to RL plus JXL and ZL is equal to RL plus JXL, where here RL is variable, XL is variable. Here RL is only a variable and ZL is equal to RL. So do we have considered any case which is having the load impedance is a combination of a voltage source? In the load, do we have considered any case where the load contains any voltage source? No. So this is a special case for maximum power transfer theorem. So for this let us consider this 10 volts as a Vs. Let us consider this is a source voltage. This is source voltage and this is your source resistance, that is your Rs. Rs is equal to 2 ohms, Vs is equal to 10 volts. Let us consider this total part, the circuit B, as a load. Let us consider this circuit B as a load, and let us assume the voltage of the load is VL. For this total part, the voltage is, let us consider VL. So the VL indicates the voltage, load voltage. VL is equal to load voltage. From this point we are considering. So this is a point for VL. This is a point for VL. So here we can write PL is equal to, the load power is equal to, power delivered to the load is equal to VL into IL. That is the load voltage into load current. PL is equal to VL into IL. So P is equal to PL, load resistance. PL is equal to the maximum power is delivered to the load. We can write simply as a P. So P is equal to VL. What is the IL? IL is nothing but, so this is the IL. This is your IL. IL is nothing but the current which is flowing. The current which is flowing into the load. So IL is equal to, can I consider IL is nothing but, so this is a point IL and your VL. PL is equal to VL into IL. So can I consider IL is equal to, IL is nothing but Vs minus VL by Rs. It is like a, IL is how IL is flowing. Let us consider this is your Vs, and here you are having some Rs. At this point you are having VL. At this point you are having some VL, and this is your Rs. Then the current flowing in these branches, this IL is nothing but, so that is coming from this branch. So the same amount of current flows. IL is nothing but the current which is flowing in the 2 ohms. I'll consider because they are in series. So IL is nothing but Vs minus the current which is flowing in this branch. Here you are having Vs. At this point the potential is Vs. At this point the potential is VL. So the current which is flowing in this RS is Vs minus VL by RS. So this IL is nothing but, so I can write here it is IL. So the same IL is coming here and there is no any division. The same amount of current enters into this. So whatever the current which is flowing to these 2 ohms, the same amount of current flows into this R ohms. So Vs, I can consider RL is nothing, IL is nothing but the current which is entering into this circuit B, that is your load. So how much amount of current enters? So whatever the current which flows through these 2 ohms, the same amount of current enters into this circuit B. So I can write VL is equal to, I can write IL is equal to Vs minus VL by RS. Vs minus VL by RS. So by using this here, just write IL is equal to Vs minus VL by RS. Now multiply. So P is equal to 1 by RS into VL into Vs minus VL square. So 1 by RS into VL minus VL into Vs minus VL square. If you want to find the maximum power, what we have to do? The maximum power is delivered to the load. If you want to find the maximum power, let us derivate this P with VL. Why with PL? Because we are having the variable in the load. So dP by dVL. If you do the dP by dVL and just equate it to 0. Just do dP by dVL and equate it to 0. So dP by dVL, that is nothing but d by dVL 1 by RS into VL into Vs minus VL square. So from this we can write, so 1 by RS d with respect to the VL, so Vs minus 2 VL, so which is equal to 0. So from this we can write Vs minus 2 VL is equal to 0. So 2 VL is equal to Vs and VL is equal to Vs by 2. But what is Vs? Vs is equal to 10 volts. So we can write Vs is equal to 10 by 2. So VL is equal to 5 volts. So here we got VL is equal to 5 volts. Now let us come to again to the circuitry. I said that IL is nothing but the current which flowing through this circuit B. So for time being, let us consider this is your, the current in this one is current flowing through this RS is, let us consider this is your I1, and current flowing through this unknown resistor is I2. If you observe the circuit, this is the current I1 is flowing into this 2 ohms. It is reached to this point. There is no any bifurcation. The same amount of current flows through this R ohms. It is nothing but here we have considered different notations for the current which is flowing through this RS and your R ohms. But from the circuit analysis, we can say that I1 is equal to I2. From the circuit analysis, we can say that I1 is equal to I2. So I1 is equal to I1 is equal to I2. But what is I1? But what is I1? I1 is nothing but the current which is flowing in this branch. So I consider separately. Let us draw here. Let us draw circuitry. Here you are having one voltage source, that is 10 volts, and here you are having one resistor. Here you are having one more resistor. It is denoted with something like Rs is equal to 2 ohms, and this is denoted as R is equal to unknown. And they said that the current which is flowing into this branch is I1, and the current which is flowing into this branch is I2. And already we got the voltage at this point is, that is your VL. We got VL is equal to, that is 5 volts. That is nothing but plus or minus 5 volts. Something like this circuit we have. So here you are having one capacitor, so no need to consider that one. So here the amount of current which is flowing through this Rs is I1, the amount of current which is flowing through this R is I2. These two are in series, that's why here we have written I1 is equal to I2. So can I consider the voltage at this point is, that is your 10. Voltage at this point is 5. So what is the potential difference? I1 is equal to higher potential minus lower potential. Can I write I1 is equal to 10 minus, so this is your 5. 10 minus 5 by 2 is equal to, I2 is nothing but your 5. And here you have a one more, like here you have a source, like if I extend it to, like here you have a capacitor, and here you have a voltage source, that is 3 volts. Then what will be the voltage at this point? That is 3 volts. The same amount of voltage appears here. So the current is flowing from this point to this point is I2. So it is flowing from 5 volts to 3 volts. So can I write I2 is equal to 5 minus 3 by R? Yes. So from this we can write 10 minus 5 by 2 is equal to 5 by 2. So which is equal to 5 minus 3 is 2, that is 2 by R. So 5 by 2. So here you will get 4 by 8. So R is equal to, if I take R here and cross multiplication, that is your 4 by 8. The 4 by 8 is equal to 0.8 ohms. So how much value? The value of R is 0.8 ohms. The value, if you select a 0.8 ohms, then the maximum power is delivered from circuit A to circuit B. This is your circuit B and this is your circuit A. Like this we have to do whenever you come across a maximum power transfer theorem with a different case. Thank you.